I'm Will, he, him, and I play Moxie, she, her.
I'm Sarah, she, her, and I play Freya, she, her.
I'm Steve, he, him, and I play Aura, he, him.
I'm Imi, she, her, and I play Amaya, she, her.
I'm Mike, he, him, and I'm playing Eugene Bannatyne, he, him.
I'm Ruthie, she, they, and I play Sentinel/Jax, they, them.
I'm Charlie, he, him, and I'm your DM. So, it is our 100th episode. And for those of you who've been listening, damn, fair play. Why would you subject yourself to that? Yeah.
Damn, stop.
We all obviously appreciate it greatly. And thank you for listening for 100 episodes. Well, first things first for today. Obviously, for those people watching on YouTube, you've probably noticed that is not what Mike normally looks like.
Yes, it is, don't you?
It's an upgrade.
He's beautiful.
He currently is a pillow version of Mike with my shirt on for some reason.
Well,
it wasn't yours, Mike,
his shirt was on. It's because you share shirts all the time.
Well,
we live in a commune.
But he's busy. He's hopefully winning an entire Bloodborne tournament on his own.
Blood Bowl, not Blood Bowl. There it is.
Oh well, that's fine. Bloodborne tournament would be pretty sick though. And yeah, we had to have him though. So he's here in pillow/cushion form. Wow. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers. 200. Oh, Mike can't go any further. Slowly too far away to...
So,
yes.
You guys have done some pretty crazy shit in the last 100 episodes. I'm not going to recap the whole thing.
Key points are
That's my normal MO, isn't it? Right.
So recap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you guys have just, you finished. Oh my god, I was like, fuck, what happened last episode?
What did happen last
A lot happened last episode. The last two episodes. So, you guys, after going to the final location on the ancient map, you made your way through an island that had been hollowed out. You teleported to from this hidden sequester stone into another world. A demi-plane of ash and mazes where you met Leralith, who was the memory of a sorcerer that had made this place. And below that was the King's Hold, this prison that was designed to trap Xethir should he be corrupted many, many thousands of years ago. And it had been repurposed as the Seal Sanctum that was marked on your map. You made your way through led by Detrius this time, as the captain was struggling, bearing the weight of the bloodkey from your previous tomb. And you made your way through the Seal Sanctum, and it was a pretty tough going thing. You faced several deadly challenges. Aura almost lost his arm in a door. And then you made it to the Seal Sanctum, where you saw the great sealed door, and that was when Detrius revealed himself to have been
Not Detrius.
He was Xethir,
Not Trius.
under the effects of some kind of spell similar to true polymorph, and he revealed himself, and his intention, as you knew well, was to get into the Great Seal as the door began to open to that burrowing that lay beyond it. And you stopped him after a pretty crazy fight. He summoned this massive worm-like monster from the Malignant Domain. The captain he kind of manifested Onru in his own body in kind of a horrific display of arms, and he died. He was exploded by Xethir. But you won after several kind of final blows, it seemed. And Xethir's body was ripped apart to the disquisition that was this metal kind of framework that made up half his body was ripped from it by his lantern that you now know is some kind of god's lantern, and it disappeared. You then explored the burrowing that lay beyond the Great Seal. You found a huge glass tower called a surge pyre that you learned a bit about. You found a small, it was like a nook, a hideout carved into the obsidian rock of the burrowing, and it looked out onto this glass tower and this nebula beyond it. And you learned a few things. Moxie discovered that she had access to a teleportation circle with a special symbol that only she could learn. And eventually you guys realized you needed to make your way out. You decided to walk back through the King's Hold, destroying the great door that led to the burrowing. You exploded it. I think Sentinel threw as many shatters as they had at the wall, and it just broke it apart. And you then used the teleportation stick to jump the rest of the way, taking with you the gemstones from the puzzle that was in the King's Hold, effectively nullifying that entry to your new burrowing that only you guys have access to. And I believe you appeared at Sequester Stone in the mansion, Leralith in tow. And
Maya's new pet.
After thinking that after bringing Leralith along, you will touch the Sequester Stone, and you appeared immediately into the dusty tomb within the hollowed out island. And you're in there now. It's quite a tight space with all of you. You are obviously without Detrius or the captain, but I believe you do have the captain's body in the sheet that you're carrying.
Well,
And we have a bag of
what's
crabs.
And the bag of crabs.
I was going to say, how are we doing on the crabs?
The crabs are looking not great.
Are they still alive?
They're kind of wiggling.
That long.
So you're in this tomb. As you remember, it kind of U-bends down, so you've got to swim up the U-bend back into the tunnel.
How are we getting a corpse through that?
You guys could do it. We don't have
Just
to
tie
roll
a
that
rope to it
whole
and
thing.
drag it.
Float, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
You guys can do it if you're going to bring
Use it as
it.
a life jacket.
You make your way through. It takes an hour or so to get everyone through with the body, but you make it into the island. Then you crawl.
Swim.
No, but they can just kind of, and it just kind of drifts around in the water. It's in its rock form. He is in his rock form. So featureless, kind of like a thin elemental in a way, with that glowing.
Why do I still imagine him with eyes, nose, and a mouth, even if it's just rock?
Oh, kind of looks a bit like that, I guess.
The guy
That's what he can have. He's your pet.
Yeah. From
Ragnar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Korg.
But skinnier.
Yeah, not
and
big
floating.
Are they, does he have a New Zealand accent?
Not at the
He
moment.
does now.
Which part of the world would the New Zealand accent be in?
Well, probably near where Clayton's from, I guess.
Oh yeah, good point. Where's Clayton from?
You need to ask him.
Australia.
Isn't he or something?
No, that's
Florin.
Florin.
Yeah. And he's with you guys.
So we can just. Sorry.
Oh, he's still alive.
I'm so goddamn tired.
You just went to sleep.
Oh yeah.
We had a full night's rest.
It's been a day. Well,
No, it's not.
2 days. I don't know. I'm tired. And you crawl through the hole that was in the side of the tomb that led into the kind of hollowed out bit of the island. He crawls through that onto the beach. You guys can see there's your rowboat on the beach and the Ovmium Tryst a few 100 feet out.
Should we fetch some more crabs while we're here?
I mean, have we thought about how we're going to go back to the ship and be like, hey, I know we left with your captain and first mate, but we don't have either of them anymore. This is the corpse of your captain, who is already dead, but he also doesn't look like him because look at all the extra arms he's got. We kind of thought about that.
Could we use the memory thing, or is there something important on it at the moment?
I mean, I can re-record over it.
It's your wedding video?
It's my wedding video. Zeal can do it again. It's just going to take me an hour.
Okay. There was something else you wanted to use it for as well, wasn't there?
No, it was only if Moxie couldn't look at the thing
Oh, okay.
and remember it if she needed to, if she didn't have access to it there and then. So then she could remember what it looked like.
Good to have proof that we didn't.
Who wants that? Who was he talking to? Because he said it to someone specific, and I can't remember who it was.
Who?
The captain was like, "He's a good man. He's a better man."
Oh, he said it to Freya and Amaya, who were over his body as he died.
So probably one of you two will need it. You have to attune to it, so...
How long does that take?
It's like an hour, but then you can...
Okay.
But it's more if you don't have how many achievement slots you've got. You probably have enough, I just want to check.
I think, Amaya, you only got one, thing,
I already
I can do one.
So whoever wants to do it.
Oh no, because I've only got one
thing attunement. You've only attuned to one thing.
And also, you could once we've done it, we can get rid of it because we don't really need it. So
I think either of you are fine.
I can give it back to Zeal and he can re-record. Yeah.
I don't mind.
Yeah, you go for it.
Cool, I'll do that.
Okay, so you record. So you take the ring, you put it on. It's weird. It's almost like a very kind of inert feeling ring. It's cold.
Does she get the flash of my wedding video while she's
yeah, rewind. And then you kind of, after an hour of wearing it and focusing on it, you feel almost like discovering a new muscle. And you're like, okay. And you kind of intuitively understand. And you remember the captain's last moments. You consciously record that memory onto there and you feel it imprinting onto the ring. And
if you could back it all the way up to watching Xethir kill him, just so that it definitely is.
Yeah, because I was behind Xethir.
It wasn't long in real time. It was probably only a minute. So yeah, that's
all
fine.
of that.
So yeah, you record the end of the fight when you guys were kind of dogpiling Xethir. He is kind of held together with those kind of UV threads, and he casts Deliquescing Touch. Captain explodes, or half his body turns to liquid, and then up to his death.
Yeah. And then his final words.
Yep. That's it. And yeah, he did say exactly that. Detrius is a better man.
Yeah, do you have the bit where he said, the gold is ours?
Watch the whole fight.
No, not that
long.
Might be.
And for the record, that was Charlie making a mistake. What the captain said was the ship was Detrius's and the gold was yours.
It'd be good to also have the bit where Detrius revealed himself to not be Detrius as well in the memory.
Okay, so you want to do the whole thing then?
I don't know how long the let me check the I don't even know if I put a limit on there.
I don't think you did, and I don't think I even have it as an item in my thing. I just have it. Also, it recorded my whole wedding. It'll record all of that. It's fine.
Yeah.
It was quite a long thing when we first.
Also, the fight wasn't actually that long in real time. It's probably only 5 minutes. So.
With that.
And it took us 4 hours.
So yeah, you can record. You can record the whole fight.
Okay.
It is chaotic, and because you're seeing it in real time, it's like the ring plays out like a movie, so you're kind of forced to watch it.
You do hear at one point, so at the start of the fight when Aura teleported Amaya up to in the oh, for fuck's sake! Jesus, Aura!
Jesus. Question. I found 1,000 gold ages ago on a boat. Did that get put in? Do you remember this? Yeah, there you go. Did this get put in? Because I opened that on the ship on the top deck. Did that get put into the 12,000 gold pool, or was that allowed for us to be kept for us? Because I opened it in front of the captain on the deck, and we kind of joked about it, but we never really dealt with it. And I'm trying to work out if it's
you guys can just split it. Right. That's fine. Yeah.
So we have 1,000 gold to split.
Nice.
Also, he did say that the gold was yours.
Well, this was the other thing I was going to bring up. I kind of feel really bad about taking the crew's gold.
I agree.
Because this is their entire job.
Yeah.
And then they have no money. What was the split? Was it 30% for the crew?
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Yes, I believe so.
So wasn't it 30-40?
Yeah.
And Detrius takes his cut from
the crew.
Sick, because he was going to take it from the crew anyway, because I was going to absorb his cut. Because he didn't do any work.
I mean, he wasn't even there.
He wasn't even there. He doesn't get his cash money. So should we just take 70? Because 70 of 12,000 gold is still a good chunk of cash.
I mean, I'm good for that.
Yeah.
Sick. Done.
Cool.
That cool?
Plus the grand as well.
Plus the grand, which we can sort out later. And I was also going to suggest, because I'm a softie, if we split the 1,000 that I found as far between the 6/7, if we're counting Florin, of us, and as neatly as we can, and any leftover goes to Norrell as...
Oh, yeah.
Because This is just like straight dead.
The 1,000 and the 70% of everything else is 9,400. So if that makes it easier to divide down.
We can work it out. Whatever's easy, the easiest way to split it, and then.
Wait, what do you mean if? Well, I'm here. I've been here.
That the if we're including Florin was a mare. That wasn't an actual ask. We would have worked this out beforehand. Rather than me being like, maybe we'll include it, maybe not. I don't fucking know.
That's fine. Okay. All right. Well, you guys are on the beach currently. It is. It's now late in the afternoon. So.
Damn, it took us a real long time.
Well, there is definitely some kind of time discrepancy.
Okay.
So you know that you were probably 4 hours, maybe 6, but you left pretty early in the morning. So
and then we had a full night's rest.
So it is late. You don't know what day.
We don't know where we are.
You would guess the following day, maybe.
Is the boat still there?
The boat is there.
Is it?
Should we?
Just check.
The sun is getting low. Yeah, you can see it.
Should we get back to the?
Have we dealt with everything that we need to?
Could I have been catching crabs while I was doing this?
Sure.
Yeah, we've had an hour.
Yes. Roll a nature check, please.
6.
You find one. You find one more
6.
crab. You now have 1 living crab, and I think you had 5 that were looking a little bit dodge.
It's all right.
It's only been.
I'll cook them straight away. It'll be fine.
We've got purified food.
Crab ragu.
Crab ragu.
There you go. Who doesn't have a way to not die? Because you've got your pop up to 1 HP.
I have a necklace.
So then, right, because I can put 4 of you in my book and you'll never die. Well, you will die, but...
I think I have anything that doesn't make me die.
Was I meant to be giving this back after the fight?
You can write your name in my book.
Do you want it back?
Sign it with an X. I'm joking.
That is so illiterate. You're going in this. I don't give a shit.
Okay.
You have no choice.
You have no... Eugene, can I put you in the book?
What does it involve?
Oh, you just have to write your name on a piece of paper, my God.
Well, I always read everything that I sign.
Yeah, but there's nothing else on the piece of paper.
It's like the Apple terms and conditions.
All right, yeah, he signs it.
Cool. And then there's either 1 spare or you.
I'm gonna live to regret this.
No, yeah, that's the point. You're gonna live to regret this. Do you want to go in it, or do you want to keep the? Because I can either put Florin in it or you, or I can leave it open.
What is this again?
I can now put up to my proficiency bonus people's names in my book, and the first person to die doesn't die until a long rest. You go back up to 1 HP.
I should be fine because I'm gonna automatically
yours is automatic.
stabilize
Fine.
when I die. So put Florence.
Florin's good. Florin, do you want to go in for a little bit?
I'm down for whatever, you know that.
Yeah, I do.
Wait, what is this?
Yeah,
oh,
good.
okay.
What about you, though?
I don't think it works on me.
Can you...
I don't think it works on me.
Yeah.
I don't think it works on me.
Does it say...
I don't know.
If it doesn't, then you can. If it doesn't specify.
I'm not going to. But I'm pretty sure I don't think it
But
works.
the problem is, if you die, then the book's moot because...
No, but I can only do it once per long rest. So the first person to go down in a fight will come up, but after that it's moot anyway.
Fair enough. But I'm meaning if you die. So if you can have yourself in it...
Yeah, just don't let me die, I guess.
Die.
A creature that has its name written in...
Are you a creature?
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
Florin's already in it, it's fine.
With the gold, we could do 1,500 each and have 400 left over to split, or 1550 and have 50 gold left over to split.
She can have 50 gold, that's fine.
Okay, 1550.
1550. Bloody
Nice
hell.
number.
Jesus, mother of Christ.
Someone remembers to tell Mike.
Did we already add the money from the original, like our original cut?
Yes, it was up to... So we added the money we got for doing the job, and then the rest of the cut was coming up.
That's right.
Jesus Christ.
1550.
As in
You've not let us have gold for so long, and now you're like, here's a load
my
of
God,
money.
we've gone on a shopping spree.
One thing I will say is that you guys are currently getting into a boat with no gold in it.
Yeah, I mean,
All
yeah.
the gold is on the ship.
That's so we'll do that when we get
Just
on
putting that out there. Right now, you're counting up gold you don't have in your person. Just being a dick.
How
but
much gold can you carry? Because I might need to spend...
At least 12.
You know it's a good point. Basically, if you get any more, I think 1,000 gold is about
Yeah,
it's quite heavy. But what we can say...
What we'll do is we'll put it all
Platinum.
into coin purses, and I will put it all into coin purses for now. I will put it in the...
Yeah.
We'll do it as a bank.
Yeah, that's fine. You could just do that. And you could get him to make a bank. You could just make a bank in the subtle house.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Just a big old safe.
Just like Scrooge McDuck kit.
The squirrel is gonna be the.
He's gonna love the admin. Like, genuinely, he's gonna be like, fuck yes, no adventure, just paperwork.
What are the interest rates like?
It's 1 for 1. It's all good.
It's 1 bottle of wine for every 100 gold per week.
And that's how you have to give to me specifically.
Speaking of Zeal, as you guys are getting onto the rowboat, you didn't notice, but as you were like doing all of the carrying of the bodies and helping people through the tomb and back onto the beach and sorting stuff, he disappeared for a brief moment.
Where the fuck is he?
Bamfs back, and he's like, he wishes to see you. Something's happening.
Yeah, I thought. Well, yeah, I'm going in. I'll see you on the ship. Have fun.
Okay.
Bye.
Cool. So you guys
Carry
get
my necklace.
on the as you're on the rowboat. Yeah, Sentinel just like disappears into the little cameo. Mamaya, I guess you grab it.
Yep.
Okay.
How are we going to explain this now?
I do this all the time.
So you guys are rowing back.
No more manual labour for me.
Into the ship.
Yeah. You'll get there probably before dark.
Maybe before dark. Who knows?
That's a long way.
Yeah. Okay. While you're rowing, Sentinel, you appear in the Enigma's office.
Oh,
Bank.
fuck. So grounded.
He is forming a balcony as you arrive, a bit similar to yours, but in his office, in the wall. You can kind of see the bricks slotting into place, the orange and green magic dissolving and rebuilding the bricks. And you can see, one of the first things you see is that, and then on the wall that previously was empty is now hung the painting of him and Toyaska, and he's framed it.
Yeah.
But you can also feel the ground trembling, and it's not from his own magic. There's like plaster falling, like dust from the walls.
Odd choice to be redecorating during an earthquake.
Jax, look. And he like points out to the balcony and steps on at the same time.
Does the balcony look stable?
It does.
Yep.
There is still this trembling. And as you look out the balcony, you can see the stretch of the subtle house you haven't seen before. It is still covered in the forgotten, this kind of Gothic-looking building, but chunks of it are disintegrating before your eyes. They're just sublimating into mist. And he says, "The seals, they held this place together, and so I thought that when the Great Seal fell, this place would," and you can see like bits just breaking apart, but you also see that he is not upset. There's kind of an overjoyed feeling to him. It's not where he's not crying, but his emotion is not completely that of sadness. And he's like, "Do you see it?" And he like points out to a specific part.
I'm assuming I can see it.
Yes. And as you see bits breaking away, one thing becomes clear, that before it breaks apart, the forgotten wicks away from it like smoke. It just seems to break first, like a layer of smoke over the brick, and it then leaves bare stone behind, and in some places the stone beneath is not breaking. And a piece remains completely untouched, which is the Toyaska wing. Areas of that are completely bare now. There is no smoke at all. He's like, "Do you see it?"
Yeah.
And you think for a moment that you see a tear in his eye. And he's like, "This means that the forgotten is not a removal. It's not a self-inflicted dissolving, as I've thought for millennia. It is a curse that has been placed on top. And it means I can remember."
Do you remember new things?
Maybe. And he like flourishes his hand. You see like a maddening complexity of concentric circles, and in the green and the orange ribbons, these seals in midair, and then with a kind of flash with his fingers, he tweaks them and then pushes them, and this lattice disappears and the trembling stops. I will hold this place together, as Varden does the rived heart. And I will go down to the roots of this place, the foundation seals, and I can patch them. We have time and we can make do. And then he looks at you. When the great seals fall, and they will, I think.
Well, we broke one of them.
I thought as much. When they fall, I will remember, I'm sure of it. And Zeal will remember. And I will hold on, and I will hold this place together until then.
You better had to. I'm getting used to having a new house.
Yes. Yes.
So is there a new area that's opened?
It doesn't look like it's an area specifically, but it's almost retreated, and some of the areas that were breaking from the seals underneath it cracking, he's patched it, but those areas where the Forgotten wicked away are maybe more accessible. But it doesn't look like there's like one specific unit.
So it's just, more rooms.
Yeah,
mates.
it's like retreat. Yeah, exactly that. There's more space that could be retrievable again. I apologise for the abrupt summoning, but
No, I was thinking about coming anyway as soon as we broke the Great Seal to see how much damage we'd done.
well, now we know. And if it weren't for you, I would still be wallowing.
I mean, technically that was Xethir, but whatever. Anyway.
Yes, the Till.
He is a menace. He'll be dealt with.
Well, maybe I will remember this TLR in time, but, before you go, remind me to do something. But sorry, do you have anything that you wish to speak about before?
No, I was going to come back in a few days anyway. If we're going back to Del Nori, then I can't be bothered to do any actual manual labour on the ship, so I thought I'd come and do some magic down here instead. I would like to take one of the spells from that really gross spell book and put it in mine.
I can try and figure out a way of doing that. Removing a curse.
I don't think I'd need to remove a curse to do it, because you can read the spell without being attuned to that gross spell book. It's more if it goes wrong, I'd rather be here than somewhere else.
Very well.
Also, I need to buy some paper of you, thank you.
That's fine. We can do a simple trade. Gold is, you know, it's a universal substance.
Hey, what do you use gold for? Because I'm assuming you're not doing a food shop. I can tell.
Well, it is a type of energy, and we'd synthesize it into different things. Seals are made on all sorts of things. Oh, I don't think I knew that. Or at least I didn't remember that. I think we can do it. Just give me time to prep. I don't want to... I want to study the book myself before I open it again, as it were.
Fine, I'll give you 2 days.
2 days, okay. Is there anything else?
I don't think so.
Can we open a bank?
Oh yeah, can I open a bank from here?
A bank with tellers and...
Yeah, 100% Zeal. I look at him, he wants to do the admin.
He's like...
He would look so good with his waistcoat.
shaking his head. Well, we can sort something out, yes, definitely. A safe. I can imprint some kind of spellbook on there. Pigeonholes or something.
Incredible work. Oh, if you're remembering more stuff, do you know anything about surge fires?
I can have a look in the library.
Are there more books in the library now?
I have no idea.
Because it was looking bare.
Yes. I have a feeling... Give me a moment. And he just goes, disappears in like a flurry of ribbons. And then it walks back. It walks into the door immediately.
Incredible work.
Nothing in the library, but I think if we have an explore of the areas of the house that have been uncovered, I'm hoping that any information, this might be clutching at straws a little bit, but maybe some of the information has been stored elsewhere, as it were, hidden. Whether that's the Forgotten has corrupted and broken them apart completely, maybe. Or maybe time has got to them, but I will have a look, and I will keep Surge Pyres in mind for 2 days' time.
And a weird one. Do you know where this place is?
The Subtle House?
Yeah.
I'm going to roll for him.
Ooh.
He kind of steps out onto the balcony and kind of ushers you out, and he points up at the sky, and you see that kind of broken gemstone-like, surface that's almost in place of where stars usually are, as though you're in some kind of giant gemstone. Mm-hmm. And he's like, there is an area called the Refracted Realm. It is about a great tear in the entanglement. I believe we are somewhere in there.
Look at you, remembering things.
Yes. Well.
Is there wine on the side?
Yes.
I go and get him a glass of wine, like, good job, bud.
He pours 2 glasses, hands you one. Cheers.
Don't tempt me, because now I want to stay here and go adventuring and go looking through all the rooms, and I should really go and get back.
Well, then I can eject you, as it were.
That's rude. Don't.
But before I do, and he kind of holds a. He approaches you, and like his heavy green kind of velvet coat leaves like a ghost of dust behind because he's kind of moving quite quick. And you see his finger, like his glow, it's got that kind of metallic liquid sheen to it.
He's gonna boop me.
He goes to like boop you on the forehead, and he's like, "May I?"
Yeah.
And he presses his finger on your forehead, and there's a cold flash over
I don't
your
like
skin.
being cold.
Just over your skin for a brief moment where he touches, and you see, although you don't see it, you see a kind of the mercury luminescent green on his hand as he presses it to your forehead. And you learn the spell Binding Seal. Ooh. It's a token, a small one, but I will remember more.
Please do. You know I love new magic.
Right, and with that, you feel him eject you. And you kind of...
I hadn't finished my wine as I come back into.
Are we still on the rowboat?
Okay, he gives you a minute to finish your wine.
No, I say that as he ejects.
Yeah, you've gone. Yeah, Jax appears on the boat saying, wine!
I was holding the pendant. I'm like, oh!
Yeah, and like appears as you guys go thunk into the side of the boat.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Fun times?
So yeah, it was good. What kind of spell is it? I'm just having a little look-see.
It is an abjuration spell.
No, is it a ritual though?
No, it is a warlock spell. So you guys thunk. You appear at the side of the boat. You can see the crew on top. They're like looking down. You can see Footsie. He's like, "Is that you?"
Yeah.
No.
Oh, fuck off. Throws the rope down. You see Grin, the tiefling that's working on Moxie's ring.
Oh yeah, Moxie's boyfriend.
The rope lands.
I glare at him as we go up.
Yeah, you guys make your way up, carrying the body with you. Leralith appears on, like, floats up the side of the boat onto the.
Oh, can he carry anything?
Yes, but not much because in this form he doesn't have any
Can
hands.
you take the bag of crabs?
Yeah, takes crabs.
Just hang them over.
Yeah.
A few of the crew are like, "What the fuck is that?"
Oh, that's Leralith.
Right. And the cookie's like, "What?
He's my friend.
You've got a weird taste of friends."
Rude.
It's not very nice. Cute dude.
Leralith's like, "Hello. It's a pleasure."
Leralith, this is the ship crew.
And you see everyone's there, obviously, except Sorrel. You see...
You're an ass.
Wow.
Fuck you.
got Norrell, hamster with his guinea pig on his shoulder. Footsie's in the back. Grin, the tiefling. Lumpy, who's a big orc. He does a lot of the manual work. And Cookie. There's a couple of others like Belter, Teller, and Merrin, but they seem to be just busying themselves at the back. And they all greet you, and then there's kind of silence as the body comes onto the deck.
So we have some
Should we just do this quickly?
to tell you.
Yeah, Detrius was someone else. He killed the captain. We killed him. Kind of.
As in, we killed the guy who killed the captain.
Yeah.
Let's be very clear about that.
Yeah.
Do you want to see? And I hold up
Yeah,
the
there's a
ring.
memory of it. If you would like to see. The captain thinks Detrius is still alive, so the ship belongs to him, if he is. And he gave us a load of gold.
Footsie
That's about it.
Footsie kind of steps forward, and he's like, he was the one that was always fighting.
Oh, and
for
Eugene's captain now.
He was always fighting for
We lost him.
first mate with Eugene. Captain's dead.
Yeah.
And he
Bobby
kind of
just flops on the floor next.
We're really
Yeah,
sorry
and
for your loss.
he kind of like, he looks really distraught and really upset. And Norrell kind of like comes up beside him, puts her arm around him, and also looks forlorn. A lot of people, like, you knew that he was the captain they liked. They were always uncertain about Detrius. And Cookie's like on deck, and he takes off his leather cap. He's got barely any hair under there, but he takes it off, and he's like, holds it. And Grin, the tiefling, is praying, like mumbling something under with a symbol around his neck.
We think Detrius, the real Detrius, might be in Delnori.
Might still be in Delnori.
Because we think that maybe Detrius wasn't Detrius from literally whence we left.
Footsy's like inconsolable, really. He's not really. And Grin's like, right. And Cookie comes up to you, and he's like, "We believe you, Amaya." But he looks over at no one's looked at the captain yet. Like they haven't removed the veil from him. And
I don't think you should.
Cookie walks up to it, and he's like,
It's not pretty, but the way.
"Fucking hell."
Yeah. Literally nothing.
What happened to him?
You can watch it.
I guess you'll explain the ring, and like,
Yeah.
he's like, "I'm not touching any of that stuff."
Fine.
Is he from Yorkshire?
I'm
not touching any of that.
That'd been great.
Charlie is immediately regretting all of his character decisions.
But Footsy's like, "I'll watch it.
No,
I will."
no,
Okay, I feel like you're being too eager.
No, I need to.
you need a minute.
It'll help.
Are you sure?
It's really uncomfortable.
What is
Right.
it?
Okay, can we take him somewhere more private? Because if he's going to have a freaking meltdown
Yeah.
when he sees this, I don't want it to be in the middle of the deck.
True.
Yeah, and then the crew kind of like, "Yeah, go on, Footsy, yeah."
I'll
God, for see it, what you see?
while they go and do that, I'm gonna go and make like tea for everyone, like a proper brew.
All right, and you know that there's like just before the captain's quarters, there was that area that was Detrius's quarters, but he rarely used it, so it's kind of like a small office seating area. There is like a bedroom in the back, so you can sit in there on the chairs and stuff around a small table.
I kind of explained to him a little bit about what he's about to see, like really gently. So it's like, okay, so this is some of what you're gonna see. This is gonna be really brutal.
All right.
Who is your best friend? And we'll go and get him. And don't say the captain.
Is he seeming a bit eager to watch this now?
No, he still looks pretty messed up.
It's like
Okay.
he wants it for closure.
Okay.
He needs to see what happened.
Florin's like by his side. He's like, because you know that they were like
Yeah.
they were buds.
They were
Buds.
He's like,
buddies.
he's like, "She's right. It's pretty nasty."
Who?
Sorry, they're right. It's pretty rough. And he's like, "It's all right." Eventually, like, holds his hand out. Whoever's got it puts the ring on his finger, and it doesn't take long. It's like a few moments, and then he's like, takes it off, hands it back. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Who was it?
Who was...
The bad guy in all of the magic and stuff.
There's a fucker called Xethir.
Where'd he come from?
God knows.
We've come across him, a couple of times.
So he was following you guys?
No,
No.
he was looking for things that were specific. Just so happened to be similar things.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. That wasn't fair.
Reasonable. You are grieving. People say stupid shit when they're grieving.
Wasn't that stupid, but...
No, okay, fine.
And he kind of like he seems a bit better as better as he can be. And the sun has set by that point. It's dark. No one's suggesting moving yet, so you're still moored, just under a mile off the coast of this island. And yeah, everyone's a little bit lost.
We should do a burial at sea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe further out than only a mile away.
Yeah, it might wash up on
It's gonna be really great.
Crab food.
I'll leave it to you guys.
Well, while this has been going on, I'm going to cast private sanctum. So I'll be walking up and down the ship to cover as much of the ship as possible. Basically, the main effect, the main effect that I want is that we can't be scryed on, basically, while on the ship.
Can I? That's a good point. Can I have roamed the ship with the lantern?
Yeah, so I would say, would you? I guess it's up to you, Moxie, because you said it first. Would you be willing for Freya to have a look first before you cast? Because if you cast, there will be no scrying. It will be nothing to see that's invisible.
Yeah, I'll walk ahead
Okay.
of Moxie and just see
It takes
if anyone
it
is
takes-
currently doing it.
It takes 10 minutes for me to
Nice.
do anyway.
Is that a new spell?
I've had it, but I've had it since the previous level, but I haven't
Nice.
used
Cool.
Didn't we use it in the Solar House? Or did we use Lehman's?
it. Use Lehman's house.
Okay, so that's going on. So you guys doing that? Probably say that this was Sentinel, and I think Maya, you went to make tea, so you're probably with Footsie. And Aura, were you with Footsie as well? I think you were talking about Xethir,
Yeah.
weren't you? So while that's happening, Amaya, you're off to make tea. Cookie kind of follows. He's like, this is a bloody pickle.
Yeah. You okay?
I'm all right. Soldiering through.
Well, why don't you go sit down and I'll bring out some tea.
Yeah. I mean, we thought you were all dead, to be honest, after the second night.
How long have you gone for?
I think it's third night this is now.
Yes.
I think we thought we were only gone for one night, right?
You must be bloody exhausted. Only sleeping that. But he is not going to understand neither of you are going to understand the concept of time at this point.
Okay.
So he's like, you're a little bit baffled actually. He's like, it's been 3 nights. This is a third night.
There's been one.
No, like, this is,
No.
like, watch the sunset. This is the third time.
No, but we were only down there for one night.
Well, how'd you tell? You're down underground, weren't you?
Because we only had one sleep.
Well, you must
We
be
didn't have
bloody
2
outside
sleeps.
then. That's not my fault.
But no, because I don't feel like I didn't sleep like enough for over 2 nights. I slept for one night.
Must be all the adrenaline and that.
What's adrenaline?
Like fighting, what's it, like the rush,
Feel the rush.
Anyway, it's third night, but
Well, it's the first night.
okay, that goes round for a bit. You guys are so Freya, you're scouring the ship. So how does the lantern work? You tell me. So many lanterns.
I mean, it burns for 6 hours in a pint of oil, bright light, 30-foot radius.
Okay.
Invisible creatures and objects are visible as long as they're in the bright light.
Okay. In the very center of the ship is a floating orb.
Oh. Well, that's not good.
No, not good at
Do you
all.
want to do your thing?
It disappears. As you acknowledge it, it disappears.
Oh, no.
So like,
Not again.
There's like no way of knowing if that was...
We have no idea who that was.
Yep.
We just know that something.
Has been watching us. Have we revealed?
Whereas was in the centre of the.
Yeah, on the middle of the deck, like next to one of the masts.
Was there anyone in there? Just no one in there.
They're just like floating on the top of the, like almost around the mast in the middle of the deck.
Was it moving?
Yeah, like it was following people and looking at people.
Oh, great.
And then the moment you shone, it kind of stopped. And you, as you like acknowledge it with Moxie, and probably Moxie, you saw it as well, and it went disappeared.
Okay. Well,
This is not good.
good idea to do what you're doing.
Yeah,
Keep that.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Continue the good work.
So yeah, like so it's 100. So I can do a 100-foot squared area. So I don't know if that's the
almost the whole ship.
Yeah.
It would be definitely down. So you could choose to have a bit of the back of the ship with like the captain's quarters out of it, or the front with like the bowsprit, and there's that big saber-tooth type of skull that's on the front of the ship. So you could have a slice of it at the front that's not in it, or the slice at the back.
Probably the front, not in it. I'd say, yeah.
Yeah, you'd get pretty much all of the main decks in that. So that's cool.
So yeah,
Nice.
so no, nothing can teleport to us as well, and yeah, nothing can teleport in and out, and the area and people within the area can't be sensitive divine divination spells.
Very nice. How long does it last?
A day.
Very nice. Okay.
So yeah, I will probably redo that when we go to bed as well. So then I get my fourth. I get my fourth back straight away.
Hey, if you do it every day for the next year, you can make it permanent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have that much downtime, right?
Okay.
Does it travel with you, by the way? It's not just you've not just dropped it in the sea.
Oh, that's the point.
That's the thing. Yeah. When you,
Is it fixed? What does it say?
you make an area
Unless
within
it says.
range. It's just you make an area within range magically secure.
So the area is the ship.
Yeah, no,
it's-
that's fine.
It's wherever you go. It's how
It's not going to be a block of sea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have quit if you were like, no, it's the
No,
ship.
it's only if it
it's
specifically says it can't move. That would be the only thing.
It doesn't
that would
say anything about that. No.
That's fine then.
Cool. Rummage in like Detrius's room, office, and just see if there's anything of interest that
I will help with
might
that
give us
endeavours.
clues or
Sure.
to where the actual Detrius is, or any nasty things he's hidden, or
Sure.
just in
So,
general. And I'll
yeah.
poke around the captain's office as well. Might as well.
Okay.
It's not there.
So you both can roll investigation checks then, please.
Can I do mine with advantage with zeal?
Yes. And who's in the captains and who's in the Detrius?
What do we want to know more about? I got a 14. Would you like me to go into Detrius and all the
Meta heavy.
captains?
I got a 16, so it's pretty even.
Yeah.
And we can always just switch after. I didn't find anything. You try.
Yeah.
We work as a team.
Okay. So start in Detrius.
Yeah.
In his office and his.
Should we just
quarters.
roll that for Detrius and then do another one for Captain?
You find
Both rummage.
very little in Detrius's. You find that he's got a small box of belongings under his bed. Most of it's just some empty vials, some old books that are just very standard kind of either novels or journals.
That's weird,
And there's a
yeah.
diary that he hasn't used, so it's an empty diary. There is also an amulet that's made of brass, and it is strange. It's in like the shape of a maze that has a kind of swirl to it.
Can we get Eugene to do identify?
Sure. He ritual casts that with you guys and tells you pretty quickly that this is not magical.
Okay.
It is just an amulet. Doesn't recognise the symbol either. I don't think Eugene would.
It's brass with a maze on it, did you say?
Yeah. But he oh fuck it, I'll roll intelligence for Gene. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'll just do that dirty because I know that he's got a big modifier, but that's not enough.
It's +5.
Yeah.
We can get his.
He surmises that it's a symbol for Onru. It's some kind of focus or symbol. You also find, that's all you find of in Detrius. It's very tidy. The desk looks unused.
So the vials, are they completely empty, unused, or would Eugene be able to try and surmise was inside them? Were they used?
He can take them away and try. Could he identify the drops? Probably not. But
I mean, the only reason I'm asking is because he's an artificer.
Yeah.
If he was anyone else, I wouldn't.
What are his it's an Arcana check on Eugene?
The +9.
Damn, natural 20.
Fucking hell.
Thanks, bud.
Good job.
Yeah. He smells a solvent in there. Doesn't think it's a poison. With the 29, he believes that it was some kind of, whether it was a healing potion or some kind of strengthening potion, definitely in those realms that he gets from the smell. Yes, that is what you find in Detrius' room.
Fucker's trying to keep
And another
himself
jacket.
alive.
You find another jacket that's just unused.
Is it a nice
some
jacket?
clothes. Yeah, you've seen him. He used to wear it.
Is it a nice jacket?
Well, it's a Detrius. It's maroon. It has patches of leather on it.
So you used to wear it, do you mean pre-ship? Or
You've seen him wear it, just not
Pre-severe.
recently.
I think he'd mind if I stole it. Nah, it's fine.
the thing is,
I can buy a whole new wardrobe. It's fine.
Okay.
Penny pinching over.
Should we check with captains?
Yep.
Okay. Roll investigation.
Can I have Eugene help me?
Yes.
Or can I help Eugene?
Maybe you should help Eugene.
Do you want to help me?
No, you can.
You're busy.
Eugene can
I'm
help
busy,
you. You're an
unfortunately.
anti-meta this, so you can be helped by Eugene.
Nice.
Nice. Amaya, think about what you're doing because these guys were casting and looking.
yeah.
What have we got?
17.
17.
Natural 20. Or
Natural
22.
22. Okay, well, to collectively, you find the safe that was behind the picture. You don't have the code, but you do find behind the desk. The room was locked, but Sentinel, you pick it over time. I'm not going to roll for that. So over the evening, you unlock the door, and immediately you walk in. You look behind the desk. Big chest. This is the one that you guys took from the from Yalanre, full of gold, and jewels and gemstones. You find the safe, but it's locked with a code. And yeah, you have access to his. He has a large whiskey collection. He has like lots of scrolls. There were a few maps, like nautical maps. And these sketches that he showed you before of the fisherwoman, he'd done a lot of research on the Seal Sanctum.
Is there any new information?
You could spend time sifting through it, and we can use it as a kind of investigation check, like if you were in a library, if you had a specific focus.
I don't have a specific focus. I just wanted to see what he'd been looking at.
Yeah.
More about maybe like if he'd heard of other burrowings.
Anything about Omru?
Yeah, information about Maru. What else?
Okay. I'll say
If
is
he's written the code for the safe on the back of something somewhere.
if you wanted to spend the 8 hours you would in a library researching a specific thing about the captain, then I would be fine with that. And you could roll like you would in the library, see what you find.
Keep my nat 20.
You found the safe.
Which we knew
12,000
was
gold.
there.
That's what you find. There's no obvious secrets. But you can use it as a source for research.
Other burrowings he was looking into, possibly.
Yeah. Are you gonna do it now? 8 hours would put you into
just-
exhaustion territory.
Great, we'll do that another day.
Well, in the morning then.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you wanted to just roll it now and get it out of the way.
We can do it in the morning.
Do that.
Yeah, do it in the morning.
I want to survey his whiskey collection. What are we working with?
Oh, right. I mean, there's some of them are in decanters without labels, but with a few sniffs, you find when you're like, oh yeah,
That's good.
This
That's
is
mine now. That is mine now.
yeah. It's one of those collections that's obviously been made over a long time.
Yeah, I want to take some of the better ones. Like,
That's
thank
fair.
you.
Nice. Okay.
How many whiskeys do I?
Collectively, there are about 35 bottles of whiskey. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's a lot more.
Can I take his top 3?
Yeah, you take a sniff of a few. Yeah. You estimate they're worth probably 20, 30 gold each.
No, I'm not selling them. I'm drinking them, bitch.
Good whiskey. Yeah.
I can fill it with water. That's
Like,
Perfect.
what are you guys doing?
Bottles of bottles.
So Sanctuary is up, the sun is set, it's getting late. Amaya comes around with teas.
And then I collect the
Cook helps
crabs.
you. Oh yeah, you started making crab. What are you making?
Crab ragu.
Okay,
With some of those Opari tinned tomatoes.
nice.
Leralith can come with me to the kitchen and stuff.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Just stabs his hand into the tin.
What's he good at? He's got no fingers.
Once I've cooked the crabs, can he smash them?
He's actually pretty dexterous, so he kind of takes the crab apart and like, he's got little spikes. He's like chopsticks.
Can you remove the dead man's fingers?
Yeah, he does everything that you want. He's enjoying himself.
He's having a nice day.
I can't wait to introduce this to Cornelius.
That this guy's with us.
And then I'm going to make some pasta.
Lovely.
Sans eggs, so just flour and water. Some salt.
So, pasta is made. Smell of cooking crab drifts up, lifts spirits.
To announce dinner's ready, I'm just going to shout, "You've got crabs."
You serve it in the mess hall.
I don't think it's that messy.
The mess hall.
Good place for getting crabs.
Yeah, so everyone sits down and the crab pasta is delicious.
Thank
is it
you.
like a spaghetti? Like a linguine?
No, it's
Or is
like
it
the little like capitelli,
Oh, the squished ones.
the little squished ones that to capture the sauce.
Lovely. You're a visionary.
Watching MasterChef.
It's going to take you a long time to make that much like handmade pasta.
Sorry, I've got Leralith helping me.
Yeah, cookie's like, it's pretty good.
Thank you.
Can I see what Leralith makes of Cornelius? And what Cornelius makes of Leralith?
Yeah.
Introducing them like a cat and a dog.
They just start fighting.
Kind of very inquisitive, but also fascinated.
Does
Asks
Leralith
lots
like
of questions.
sniff the owl?
No, he just like sniff. Asks lots of
Arm just comes
questions.
out. Bang.
Cornelius, no! Wait, I should have put Cornelius in the book.
Starts asking questions that you don't have the answer to, like what's its species classification and.
Does Eugene not have that information?
Yeah, he probably does it.
Eugene, help me.
Yeah, Eugene helps them out. They start talking about animals, and they kind of go down a rabbit hole of he picks all of Eugene's interested in all this knowledge that he can get his hands on. Yeah.
I don't really enjoy if we accidentally make Eugene and Leralith best friends, then Mike comes back and he's like, I hate this!
Yeah, he doesn't know what it is, does he? Oh, bless.
Leralith, how much do you remember from before?
Nothing. Depends specifically when you're referring to.
Creating the King's Hold.
No, that was specifically burned from my phone consciousness.
Was that painful?
Very, yes.
God, it sounds awful.
I don't have a soul. I'm just a captured memory in the Heartstone.
I don't know, you made some pretty good food. Take some salt.
Thank you. Although I was
you can
purely
expand your
following
memory.
instruction, I've never made food in my life other than, well, you saw. It was like that massive desiccated food on the table, yeah. Okay, so you guys eat, probably pretty exhausted.
Does Leralith eat anything?
No.
Smashing space.
Smells it though.
Do we know if it's how many days it's been yet, or are we just still? Is everyone else still under the assumption that it was one day?
Yeah, only Amaya has heard anything about that. Yeah.
I'll say then. I'll be like, oh, Cookie thinks we've been away for like 2 nights, like 2 sleeps.
We've only slept once though.
That's what I said.
That doesn't make any sense.
He must have
told
gotten
him
the
we only
captain's
did one
whiskey.
sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's maybe times. Am I allowed to know the time is different maybe in the burrowing?
Yes,
Can
you
I
guys have the
surmise
same information. You are not at all stupid.
We could have just forgotten.
Maybe just time is different in the burrowing.
What?
Yeah, the curators. That
Oh yeah, good point.
that works
I
very
forgot about
differently. Yeah.
It was the opposite. It
Yeah.
was no time.
I'm more just concerned that it's been 2 days.
Yeah. Have you spoken to Kaz?
Let me get my book out. I haven't spoken to her since before the Subtle House.
Yeah.
Whoops.
You have a few missed calls.
Hi. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you get a purposeful delay in response.
Great, love that.
She leaves you on red for a little bit. She says, "Arrived."
Just that.
Yeah.
How long ago, my beloved, my darling?
You tell me.
Time's weird.
I did not know that I would be gone this long.
It's fine.
It's not fine, is it?
No, it is fine. I've been busy, actually.
What have you been up to? Having a nice time? Do you like Del Noro?
Mainly dealing with all the children that I brought with me, but...
Excuse me, what?
Well, I wasn't going to leave them there, was I?
How many did you bring?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah, you are.
To be honest, the children have been fine. It's been Ripper that's been quite a pain in the arse.
Why are the children with Ripper? How many children are there? What the... No. What the fuck? What the fuck?
She doesn't reply.
Wait, is Ripper there too? Oh, Ripper is at the part. Yeah, sorry.
She's not replying. Moxie! Moxie!
Yeah.
You need to get me to Del Noro. No!
I mean, yeah, I can get us to Del Noro like that. If we
Yeah,
wanted.
do it now!
Not with the sanctuary.
No, it's not.
I can try it.
Just go and stand in front of the ship.
I mean,
She
yeah,
replies,
that I
she
can
replies
do it
after
from-
like
yeah.
10 minutes.
Been counting them all.
She doesn't give you a number.
For fuck's sake! Woman!
Should I roll a D100?
She basically says,
4.
It's the nicest D100 I've ever been. 69 again. Fuck it.
oh yeah.
That was
She's been, she was basically saying that she was looking for somewhere for them to stay. And Rippers was the obvious order and said, so they...
No. You're gonna listen to that alcoholic idiot and put children in a tavern that is full of drunk pirates. Are you on crack?
Can we ask him if Detrius is there?
Right, no, we're gonna get to that in a minute.
One ridiculous thing at a time.
Detrius has just been passed out behind the bar for a week.
How many children?
She says 10. But actually, they're doing rather well.
Age range of said children?
Broad.
Toddlers.
It's not toddlers.
And they are living at Rippers?
Yes, he's been pretty good actually.
Okay.
Well, after the initial protests, he seems to have. Well, he's taking it in his strides, if I could say that.
You have a ready-made family.
I'm somehow quite to children. The good news is we're on our way back to Del Noro so I can meet them all.
Good.
Meet your second mummy.
I'm also fairly sure that Dom is missing.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm not talking to you anymore. I can't deal with this.
It's been a few days, so, you know,
I
just catching you up.
Jesus fucking Christ. You are a bitch sometimes, you know that, right?
You too.
Yep.
I love you.
I love you too. Kick your ass.
I mean, I don't hear that. When you say missing, does that mean that he was in Del Noro? Or...
If you ask, you can find out.
Was he in Del Noro and gone, or did he never make it from Talbenry?
He never turned up.
Great, because Talbenry is where all the fucking murder's happening. Wonderful. Wonderful. Oh, God. Ah.
Oh, dear.
Might have to open one of your presents now so that I can drink my way through the evening. Fuck you. See you in a few days. I love you. Bye.
Yeah, you get a love you bye.
Days.
Are we gonna sail or are we gonna bamf?
Yeah.
Okay, so the evening.
Like weeks.
If you go straight, because you went to Yelanre first, and
We did it in like 5 days to get there. It wasn't long to get to
we
Yelanre
all
from
random roll
Dolore.
tables never happened.
yes, they didn't. Footsy's with you though, so and he did a lot of navigating with Eugene, and collectively they estimate you could get back in a week, tops, if you went direct.
So we don't have to change in Denmark.
yeah, you don't have to change. Okay, so the crab goes down a treat. Everyone is kind of dealing with the uncertainty in their own ways. Norrell kind of comes up to you and she's like, thank you for telling us in the way that you did and bringing him aboard. Anyway, we should probably do something about him. He'll start to smell soon. And she walks off.
Is there anyone that looks a bit like, I don't know, suspicious?
You can roll a perception check. Or insight check, probably.
That
Everyone's
is
together.
a insight is 20.
No, I mean, suspicious I wouldn't say. They're dealing with things in their own way.
Is there anyone that kind of looks like they're hiding, like, a little bit of like, yes?
I wouldn't say so. I think everyone seems pretty downturned about it. Like, they seem somber.
Who looks like they've been on the most ships, or like been on the ship the longest?
You would probably guess it would be between Footsie and probably between Footsie, Cookie, and Lumpy, the orc.
Can't talk to Lumpy, I'm really sorry. Can't do it.
But they're all kind of winding down. They're helping, like, with the dishes. They're assuming that they're not setting sail at night, and everyone kind of beds down.
Yeah.
So we want to head straight to Delnore, see if
Probably,
Detrius is there. Cool.
Can I, before I go to bed, can I, like, sweep the ship? Checking that he's not, like, squirreled away?
Like in a panel of the side of the ship or something.
This is what I've been thinking for 2 weeks, like for like nearly a month. It's like, is he just on the ship in a cupboard?
Where are you going to look?
I'm gonna ask someone for, like, where smuggling hidey holes would be, and I'm just gonna look around.
I mean, our backstory, like
I mean, if we...
Oh yeah,
family of smugglers.
I helped with
exactly,
that on Florence.
I'll look around today, and then when I've slept, I have a spell, I think. I've got to find person.
Okay, so what I would say is...
Yeah, we leveled up last time. So.
As you start looking around the ship, with Moxie and Sentinel or both of them, they show you around areas that are like specific hidey holes, for maybe a body that you could hide. There are a few. It's like the kind of crawl spaces around the captain's quarters, for example, and then in the actual walls of the lower deck. And Footsie kind of sees you doing that as well. And it's getting pretty late. Other people are sleeping, and he's like, "What are you looking for?"
It's just suspicious things.
Ghosts? Oh,
Yeah, ghosts. Sure. Why ghosts?
wow.
Is the ship haunted?
And he looks around. Yeah.
He's heard moaning and groaning and hitting from something inside the thing.
He was also the guy who heard the whispering from the captain's
Yeah.
thing, so he's pretty superstitious.
Yeah.
I love a ghost story.
Well, I've only told Grin, but basically, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's haunted.
Which bit?
Oh,
All of it.
sorry, I didn't see that.
Literally behind. I was there, and then Maya was literally behind. Like,
He takes you through the lower deck. Everyone's in their hammocks, like snoring. And he takes you towards the end of the ship.
Then he sees Amaya in her hammock snoring. You're right.
And he points down to the stairs that go down to the hold, and he's like, "I sleep there, and that down there."
what
Well, it was up there,
Oh, and it's moved?
and now it's down there.
When did it move?
Oh, a couple of nights ago, maybe.
Before we left?
No.
After we
The
left?
whispering, I thought it had gone. But then it's down there. Something's down there, I'm telling you.
I could divine sense down there.
Yeah, because didn't we... Where's
Or is that also here?
Oral, like, gets up from his hammock, like...
My services are required.
Eugene's still completely
asleep.
out. Eugene's like... Because wasn't it divine sense that we found out what was doing the do's upstairs? Doing the do's above Footsie.
I think it's either the captain or
bang.
It's usually around now, middle of the night.
Oh,
If you listen.
let's just.
Can I use fucking detect thoughts and see if he's pulling on?
Are you doing this at surface level?
Yeah.
Are you scared?
Okay.
Can we minor illusion something? Just
No, leave the little guy alone.
That's so tempting.
Because I just had visions of him being like, nah, it's all a joke and locking us in the bottom of the ship.
Do we actually hear
Is that an
that?
actual thing?
You hear that?
Gary.
I told you!
Yeah, you did, fuck!
Sorrel's there, or Norrel's there, and she's like, oh, wait, no. I set myself up for that.
Yeah, you did.
Norrel's there, and she's like,
It's time.
honestly, he's been going on about it, it's stupid.
And more people just appearing every
You not hear that, though?
I hear it. Yeah. Does it sound human? Right. I'm going downstairs.
Yeah, we're going down.
downstairs.
I bring out my sword as well.
Where's it coming from?
So you're in the hold, you go down the stairs,
yeah.
there's like the storage place. This is where where Sentinel cut the hole in the floor to go to the subtle house that one time. So you're like almost on the lowest point of the deck. The only thing that's below you is where you keep spare timber. One of the areas that Sentinel and Moxie would have taken you to eventually. So you're literally on the hole. There's like crates. There's the like really dodgy floorboards on the bottom. There's a bit of water at the bottom of the ship, and you are down there, and it's silent again. And
Is Footsie still with us?
Footsy's up the top of the stairs. He's not coming down.
Hello? Alright, well, where's it coming from?
It's
We're
like,
just doing hold on, woman.
it's coming.
Okay.
You can hear like scratching sounds.
Oh my god.
And it's coming from one of the spare timber hatches that leads into like Eve's space, where the flatness, the flat floor, between the flat floor and like the bottom of the ship.
Let's go open it.
We pry. I've got my sword ready just in case like some weird shit
I've
jumps
got a
out.
crowbar.
How thick's the wood?
Probably, I would say 2 inches, quite thick.
Yeah, sick. I'm gonna cast message.
Yeah.
I was like, Detrius, is that you?
Yeah, let me out.
You hear it clear as day in your mind. God's help me.
Is it Detrius?
It's maybe.
Sounds like Detrius. Get him out.
Get him out.
So you pull a hatch.
Crowbar, we got. It's just a hatch.
Yeah, like you.
I'm still crowbarring it.
You pull it. You open the Eve space, and beneath the floor and kind of sprawled along on the kind of bound bits of wood is a man in a shirt and breeches. His hands are tied. He's bound around his mouth. He looks awful. He looks absolutely awful. It is Detrius.
Oh, right, okay.
You can see he doesn't look like him at first, but you see the square coins grafted in his temples.
Get him out.
Get him out.
And he looks awful.
Oh, I'm gonna cast, something.
Some things.
So as you pull him out onto the floor of the hold,
Get this man some crabs.
you can roll roll a medicine check for me, Freya.
Great.
14.
Okay. He's been under some kind of curse that's kept him alive, unconscious, but he has not had any food or water for weeks.
Oh,
So he is
Am I
basically.
right?
You can't feed them straight away.
No,
Not at
it's got
all.
to be in little.
Little bit.
Can we get
Around
anything
well.
in him though?
I'm gonna just.
We can give him like a small amount of tea,
Yeah.
sugary tea.
Go and get to the
I
small
go and get some sugary tea,
Okay.
but just like a small cup, like he can only drink.
Healing
that.
word gives him a bit of like colour because he looks like a corpse and he's very thin. But he's just Yeah, and I'm assuming you take the gag off of him and stuff, and he
No,
he
release
doesn't,
that.
he doesn't speak though. He just kind of
Okay, buddy.
Should we get him up and out of the hold?
Let's put him back in his bed because he has an actual bed. What?
I thought you were going to say, let's just put him back.
Do it in the morning.
9 points of healing.
cool. Okay.
It's like he's got an actual bed, not a hammock, right? In
Yes.
his
An
room.
office.
Yeah.
Put him in a real bed.
Yeah.
He the healing word it helps, but he's like starving
Dying.
him. He's like dying. Yeah.
Yeah, actively dying.
Yeah. Okay, so you
I
take
bring
him
him tea
through.
in bed.
Yeah. Okay, so as you guys carry him up, first he's like terrified, and then he's like, and like the shock kind of takes over. A few people stir, and then you hear people whispering about it. You carry him up through into his room, and like put him into bed, and he just looks like near death. And you give him some of that warm water and
The proper
sugar.
Yorkshire Gold.
Maybe some bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of bread.
Little crumb.
He drinks He drinks. He drinks it down quick.
Oh,
He's
no,
like-
you have to drink slowly. You'll overload your system and you'll die.
He doesn't say anything, but he just keeps his eyes shut.
Bedside manner.
How regularly can we like feed him? Because I'm conscious that he's not eating anything. So is it little and often,
Yeah.
or is it right? Okay, so we're doing shifts.
Yeah.
Sick.
Like small
I'll take
things
a
like
watch.
soups.
Yeah,
Maybe
the little and often staying
Like
Okay.
calorie dense, but not heavy.
I like that. But Charlie probably doesn't care about that.
Charlie would have been like, if you just lied him for
It's
so much
important.
food, he'd have been fucked.
I thought Eugene was just going to put it down.
It's too late. It's too far gone.
This is the kindest thing for him.
Okay. All right, so you're going to
Eugene comes
do
in with an ice cream.
you're going to do shifts.
Yeah.
The first shift, whoever takes that, who's going to take the first shift actually?
I'll take the first.
Okay.
Oh, I was going to say,
You want to do the food?
I was going to say I'll take the first shift so I can feed him and then go and make like the food
stack,
for the following
yeah.
Okay.
shift. So
do that.
it's
So
all prepared.
Nice. So in the first, yes,
Can we also, because there was the amulet on the floor of En route, can we give that to him as well? Please?
sure. Okay, yeah. He doesn't take anything. He's really out of it, but you place it on him, and
Yeah.
you like tucked him in.
Also wrap him up.
He is cold, yeah. So you wrap him up. Okay, so on your first shift, Maya, everyone
That's a
else.
skill challenge.
That would have been amazing. You have to kind of shoo a few people off, and they're like coming in, they're
Fuck
like
off.
looking in, yeah.
Just
Get out of my pub!
And yeah, you can see there's like a hope. They're like. Everyone was mourning both of them last
Yeah.
night, so there were a few
guys,
hours
go be
before,
hopeful
so-
elsewhere, please.
Yeah, and they go on. And those of you in the hole, in the below deck, you kind of getting the sleep you need. And yeah, the shifts you move by. He mumbles a few things to each of you, Freya after, but nothing really intelligible. He's maybe having a nightmare. And each of you take a shift. I don't think everyone will need to, but
I'll take one. I use some of the time to do some of the research.
cool.
Like, I can just grab some of the books or something out of the captain's.
Yeah, you might.
quarters and
Yeah.
just like sit there.
Okay. So, yeah, the night goes by. He seems to make it. So, Ori, you'd kind of taken the last shift. Sun comes up, and he seems alive.
Full of energy, looking
Yes.
great.
At least I didn't kill him.
Yes. But he begins stirring kind of, as you're making breakfast and stuff. And he's kind of more conscious for whoever's with him, but he's still very tired. But yeah, what are you guys doing? You're still moored up, you're still anchored down and everything, so...
Is he
start
conscious?
saying
Is he conscious?
Yes.
Is he able to comprehend enough?
He seems... So with Aura, he kind of says a few things like... He says thank you. And he's like... But he's very thirsty and hungry, and he's just continually eating, sipping water.
Yeah. So I think if I take like one of the like early, like later morning ones, like we're gonna sail back to Del Nore, if that's all right with you. If you have any issues with that, or if there's anywhere else you'd rather go, as this is your crew.
Kind of shakes his head.
Fine.
He's like... He's dead, isn't he?
Yeah.
Do you have whiskey?
Yep, I go and get one of the bottles from next. The fourth best.
And he
Do not tell Amaya I gave you this. She'll kill me.
he like
I hear the bottle open. I'm joking.
Straight in with it.
he takes a tiny like sip from the bottle and he's like, he was a good man, but he was also an idiot.
He said the same of you, not the idiot part, but his body's still here if you want to see him, and however you would prefer to let him go to rest. We can also ask someone else. You are also very tired and sick. If you don't want to make these decisions, you don't have to.
Well, bind him up. We can throw him overboard with some, we can set him on fire or something like that. I don't know. And he kind of in and out of sleep, and then he says, "Yeah, I know that Xethir is dead as well, at least for now."
For now. I don't think that fucker's ever going to die for realsies.
And he's like drifting off. When he took me, he tapped into my link with Onru and bled off a connection to use his magic, my thoughts. Oh, and you've noticed that the amulet is on the floor.
Oh, fuck, okay.
But I don't think he meant to, but some of his thoughts came my way as well.
Oh shit.
I think I know what he plans to do. If you give me some time.
For sure.
You leave the whiskey.
Okay, but if Amaya comes in, you have to pretend it's not here. You have to pretend it's mine. She'll believe it.
He's like, and as he drifts off, he's like, deal.
Cool. Then I go and find Fitzy and tell him to set course for Delnore.
Cool. And collectively, the crew agrees, like, it seems to make sense. Delnore is where they set off. Fitzy and Eugene set the course. And within a couple of hours after breakfast, sails are up, and you start moving.
The next time I go in to check on Detrius, I'm like, Sentinel, why do you keep leaving the whiskey in here?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just such an alcoholic.
Don't leave it in here. It's not fair to tempt him.
Oh, no, that is a really good point. I'm so sorry, Detrius, for tempting you.
He's asleep.
And I do a big show of pretending to move it, but I just hide it.
Yeah. You hear him like, cheers.
Do a little fist bump.
Little fist bump. Yeah. Okay, so you guys have got probably 8 hours of the day left after the morning. So what are you going to do?
Do the research.
You're doing some research.
Samesies.
Okay, so 2 people research. You don't have to do anything particular if nothing comes to mind, but time is yours if you wish to use it.
Yeah, but I've got some sending to do.
Cool.
Oh no.
I was going to chat to Mama
Cool. Nama?
a little bit.
Can I at some point I ask Detrius how long he's been down
Yes.
there?
Okay.
Probably
all right.
quite an important question.
When's the yeah? Okay.
Yeah, okay. So Sentinel and Aura, you're researching the whole day. Give me your narrowest possible subjects. Obviously, it isn't a full library. I can come back if you wish for a couple of minutes.
Mine would have just been anything he's got on Onru.
Okay, Henri.
Anything on other burrowings he might have looked into, or other rumours of burrowings.
Cool. Okay. And Moxie's doing sending. You're speaking to Murmur. Okay. So throughout the day, because you'll kind of get your revelations at the end of the day.
Right.
Revelations.
That one!
Yeah. Freya, you speaking to Detrius. He's in and out of consciousness, and you notice that the symbol is also on the floor, and it's dented as well, where he's thrown it against the wall or something.
Damn. I feel you, mate.
What do you?
How is he in terms of like health? Is he improving?
Yes. Roll another medicine check.
That's way better. Okay, 22.
Yeah, he has improved dramatically. He will be exhausted for probably a couple of weeks, but whatever happened to him doesn't seem to be magical. The after effects don't seem to be magical. What was killing him was his seclusion, his not eating or drinking anything, and he kind of sees you kind of looking over him, and he wakes up and he's like, "Thank you."
Like what you see.
Yeah, he's a greasy mess. His hair's tied up in a greasy ponytail. He's just wearing a white shirt, like a kind of ivory shirt.
I mean, I'll get my like medical hat on and I'll try and clean him up a little bit.
Yeah, he
Give him a new
appreciates
shirt.
it. He's very stubbled actually. He's like normally relatively shaven, but he looks a bit gruff. Like wipe him. He takes the cloth and he mops his hair.
He can sponge himself.
Yeah, he does. He's too proud. So
You start, you're like, don't want to do this.
I give him would they have razor to give a shave if he wants.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch him do it.
He goes to and he's a bit too shaky. He's like, I'll leave it for now. Thank you though.
I'm gonna take that with me though.
Oh.
He seems sad.
Yeah. And yeah, he's do you say that?
How are you emotionally?
Talk to me about your emotional well-being.
How are you feeling?
It's hard to explain. I'm in a strange. My captain. I have no wish to ever think of the Labyrinthine again. I saw what he was capable of outside of my own understanding of my own bubble. It was like seeing it from an outsider's perspective. The selfish, lost, maddeningly lonely being that it is, and it seduced me through my work with the captain. And you saw what he did to the captain, and it disgusts me. That's what he says.
It wasn't your fault.
No, but I was complicit, and it's difficult to deal with. But it's more than that. It's not about Enru, the Labyrinthine. It is. When he took me, and he rubs his stubble, and he's really struggling. He's one of these men that would never speak his mind like this, never speak about how he feels. I remember when he took me. I can't remember exactly when he took me. It was after we spoke in Rippers, I believe. No, it was after the map. It was after we'd made our decision. You hadn't found it yet. That's right. And I remember I was on the bridge in Chasm Town. It was late, and I'd had a few with Ripper. You sound bloke. Anyway, Xethir. He was there. I was walking out of the pub. I'd had a skinful at that point. Stumbling down the ladders and the ropes and bridges, and there was this old woman. That's right. There's this old woman on the bloody rope bridge, and I remember thinking, "It's fucking middle of the night. What are you doing up here, you silly old cow?" But she was shaking something dreadful, and I thought, maybe she's been up here. She's stuck. So I thought, shit. And I went to help her. And he kind of looks distant for a moment. And it was him. Yeah. At the time, I thought it was that Christophane bloke I'd heard rumours about. And I thought, that's it, I'm dead. And then he took my mind from myself. It's hard to describe that, how horrible that is. And you can see all of it. All of my thoughts and my fears, and he sifted through things that I'd hidden even from myself. You know, things I'd done, my family. Anyway, sorry, I shouldn't be going on about that shit, should I? Look, yeah, I don't remember any more than that. I remember the stuff that he was doing, and I remember a load of stuff that... I remember a lot of stuff that I would never have dreamed of. I will tell you all about it, but I'm tired.
You take all the time you need.
Thank you. Can I, this is none of my business, but, what I understand about your god, through his mind, not mine, is that he's fearful of it. And I wondered if you would maybe help me, I don't know, focus, meditate or something like that. It might help me remember.
Yeah. Sure. I'm gonna take him through. I'll take him through the same thing I did with Aura.
Mm.
Hopefully he doesn't die.
I can't remember specifically what it was. Do you remember what it was? It was like with candles and stuff. No, it wasn't. It was listening.
Yeah, it was listening.
Like
I think there was candles too.
Yeah.
Yes, listening to the sound, because the gods make the chorus sound, don't they? And he appreciates it, and he follows your lead. It's very quiet, and you kind of the rocking of the ship becomes very much more present.
You'll know when you hear what you need to hear.
And he kind of closes his eyes and listens. And he doesn't react, he doesn't say anything, but he's very peaceful. And then after the meditation ends, you know, maybe you kind of stand up to end it, and he like opens his eyes, and he points down at the symbol on the floor, and he's like, "Take it. I don't want to see it again. Chuck it overboard or whatever."
I'll pick it up, put it in a cloth or something.
And thank you for that.
Anytime.
He kind of rests. Okay. Who was up next? Moxie.
I see. I was trying to work out what the two of you were mouthing at me. You just kept going, pub. No, I don't know what you mean.
Huh?
We'll talk about it in the break.
Okay.
What, when he was taken?
We'll talk about it in the break.
Okay. Moxie.
Yes.
So you are doing some sending, I believe.
Yes. So I've got two that I'm definitely going to do today, and then maybe a third I might do.
Cool.
But, yeah.
So what's first up?
So first we'll do Marika.
Cool.
First.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
So yeah, it's evocation spell, so it works within the private sanctum.
Cool.
Hey girl, sorry I've been silent, only just figured this one out. It's crazy being a pirate. How are you and things in Del Nori?
Crazy being a pirate.
Okay. She says, hey.
How many words was that?
That's just one.
It counts as 25 words.
Good. Hanging out with Unky Mord.
Set fire to it.
He's teaching me how to drink, like the nobles in the Empire.
No.
Kaz is here now. She's mad. School's good.
Should not have left the children with Mordrin. I have regrets.
How many is that?
I lost count.
I think I was at 22, I have a feeling. Miss you.
Unky Maud.
I don't like the idea that the Maud is teaching her to drink. So you know what man whore is.
Yeah, but Kaz is there, he will beat the living shit out of him.
Cool, okay. Yeah, okay, good. She's alive. That's
Kaz
good.
is around, but he's dead.
Then second one is to Loit.
Blast from the past.
Jesus.
Boyfriend.
Go for it.
You better have a good reason for not keeping in touch, mister. Kidding. I know you're busy with your new adventures. How are things?
You gave a teenage girl a mobile phone.
I was going to say, this is just late night, like...
You are.
Yeah.
I got 25.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you speak slower, I can count them.
Okay. Moxie, it's good to hear from you. Weird one. The Basilman Guilds? Miss Valant asked after you. Message again, Moxie. How many have I got? 5 more.
No, Miss Valant asked for me.
Yeah.
Asked. Well, he just said
you.
After you.
Cool.
Love you,
good.
kisses.
It's good to hear you.
Yeah.
To hear you.
Well,
Because he can't say from. He's not got enough words.
Just like the sound of it.
Before I send Miss Valant, that was the whispering word.
Yes, that's the whisper. That's the whispered word.
Spell lady.
Associate. Yeah,
Yes.
guild director.
Spell lady.
Cool. I'll message back. Send him back then. Yeah, because he said message again, didn't he?
Yeah, he kind of you meant what he meant was that he wants to hear from you again, basically. That
Right.
he doesn't. Yeah, not necessarily
now.
tell me now, but yeah,
Right.
like,
Okay.
yeah. That was my intention.
Right. I'll ask you. Miss Valant, what does she want me for? Did she say? And then good. Yeah, good to hear you as well.
He says, after you and the rest.
Okay.
You've got 20 more words.
Yes. I wish we didn't have to talk business. I'm in the Navigators Guild now. Hence. Is that my last one?
No.
Oh,
You've got all of
6
these
more.
two.
Sweet. Hence the message from Big Boss.
Sexy.
He doesn't say anything else. He doesn't say anything else.
We're not doing anything else today. Come on.
Yeah.
Do this one.
Do some sexting.
What's she wearing? Okay. I want to. Okay. Yeah. No. Let's message Valant then as well. Yeah. That intrigues.
Go for it.
Yeah. Actually, do you want to come back to me while I think of what I'm going to say first?
Yeah, go for it. Okay, yeah, I'll give you some time. Okay.
Tomorrow.
So, Amaya, we'll go over to you, and then we'll end the day with final message and research. You wish to speak to Mama.
Yes,
You wish to murder him.
Mama.
Yeah, he flutters into the room. Hello,
How you doing?
I am well.
Good. Leralith is still here.
Yes, I'm happy to see that.
Yeah. Just wanted to check in,
Yes,
see how you were doing.
I am well.
Good. Didn't really think this through.
That's
I don't
okay.
really know don't really have anything to say.
Oh,
You can bond.
Yeah, just kind of wanted to chat. I just can't think of subjects.
that's nice.
Yeah.
We spoke a lot last time.
Yeah. Where do you go when you're like, are you just like in the sword? Like, where do you go when you're not out?
I'm still in the sword now. I'm also outside of it.
Oh. Apparently that was my only question.
That's okay. Do you have any questions about what I said yesterday?
2 weeks ago.
I can't even remember.
That you're made of mince.
You made a
Oh
fingers.
yeah, why am I made of fingers?
What?
You said I'm made of fingers.
No, that is not what I intended.
What did you intend?
You are made from a piece of both of your parents.
But why?
I don't know. I was not the person to do it.
Who was the person to do it?
Mother,
Who is your mother?
I don't know.
Jesus.
I know.
Who's Jesus? Who is this Jesus?
Leralith, do you understand what Murmur's talking about?
Where are you? You in the kitchen? Yeah. Cookie's like, fuck are you talking about?
I'm just talking to a bird and a stone.
He's probably used to it by now.
Yeah, probably.
What was that, Amaya?
So I'm made from fingers of my mother and father, and Murmur here is saying that mother did it, but he doesn't know who mother is.
Mama, what do you mean by such things?
And I mixed the voice up then. And Murmur like flutters on his head, and he's like,
I don't know. That is not what I intended.
and then Leralith's like,
Well, it is rather confusing.
What, if you don't mean mother, what do you mean? Like a god? Like a leader of a thing?
Maybe he refers to his own mother, another bird.
Do you have a bird mum?
No,
Do you have a bird dad?
Do you have a bird dad?
no, I am a shiver.
Do you have a sword? Oh, do you have a shiver do you have shiver parents?
Yes, that is an heirloom.
Oh yeah, good point.
Do you know what heirloom you're made from?
Wasn't it all their friends?
Roll
Very good.
a.
I don't know where that came from.
That was brilliant.
Roll a...
Nat 20 right now.
roll a. What would work for you in this? I would say
Strengths.
no. I'm
Persuasion.
persuasion. I'm going to say because it was going to be charisma based.
Mm-hmm.
So go with persuasion.
Thank you.
Persuasion
That's
check.
8. Oh, 19.
Okay.
That's good.
I know it was 11.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And he kind of flutters his feathers a bit.
The splinter of honor. Courage. There were once 6, but one is lost.
So one of them is lost. Where are the other 5?
I am of the heirloom of honor,
Okay.
and within that heirloom were 6.
So 6 honor heirlooms.
Yes. There was courage, which is I,
He kind of flutters his wings.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Aww.
and there was love, and oath, and weep, and honesty, and another.
Do you know the name of the other one?
No.
So are these? So there's splinters of honor, and
Yes.
then within that there is 6
Yes.
splinters from honor,
Yes.
which is courage, love, oath, weep.
And those are the heirlooms.
Honesty. Okay.
They
Right.
are. Sorry.
No, you go.
They are the whispering blades.
Whispering blades. Right. And who has these whispering blades? Obviously, I know you're one of them. I get that.
I am not one of them. I am an echo of one of them.
You're an echo of the courage
Yes.
whispering blade heirloom.
Yes.
How does that happen?
I don't know. They are very they are strange living artifacts.
Okay. The sixth one. If we list off like things, do you think you might recognise it?
Maybe.
Also, Leralith kind of like spins round and looks at him and is like,
You speak of strange things, Mama.
But Leralith, does any of this make sense to you?
They are words that I understand.
Okay. But nothing that you recognise?
No.
So the lost one, Murmur,
Yes.
the lost one, has that always been lost, or do you remember there being one?
No, there was one, and now it is lost.
Okay, and how long ago did it get lost?
I don't know.
I am going to speak to the others, though, because I have a feeling they're probably going to see more in this than I can.
I will come with you.
flutters onto your shoulder.
Okay. We're off on a little trip, guys. Let's go.
Cookie's like chopping onions. He's like, fucking nuts, mate.
I go and find like as many of everyone and round everyone up as I can.
We're
I
in the
know
captain's quarters.
Cool.
Yeah.
I go to the captain's quarters. I know Moxie's sending stuff. So
And you're like right next door in Detrius's corner.
Yeah, true.
basically, what I'm going to do is
researching.
open both doors and be like,
I was
guys,
gonna say we're in the captain's
Yeah.
quarters.
Oh yeah.
and I through both doors. I'm like, this is what Murmur just told me. I'm confused
Why are you confused?
because it doesn't make any sense.
What doesn't make any
I
sense?
just don't understand.
Okay.
Is Mama still there?
Murmur,
Yes. Yeah.
yes.
You guys can see him now since he became larger.
Can you? We can't hear him though, can we?
Can't remember if I said that. I don't think so.
I don't think we can.
No, you can't. Yeah, that's right.
Can you ask him if he recognises this? And I'm going to get the sword out.
Do you recognise this? Oh,
There you go.
Do you recognise this sword? No.
No.
Oh.
And it's also super broke, so you might not be able to feel it. If it is.
If it, I will. We're not going to do much today, are we?
I mean, we're pretty much on the last couple of things.
I'm gonna
Says the
I'm gonna do
Kraken.
what I did before, and I'm gonna cast a 4th level into it and try and bind it together.
Okay.
Do you recognise
And
it
sort
now?
of using the oath.
Yeah, so if
basically
you
just
speak the
flavouring it
oath.
into Word of Radiant.
So you speak the oath, and I would like you to roll a wisdom, or I guess no, religion check.
I'm not religious at all. So -1.
Oh, please roll good. Please be just like
no
D20 nice that you
I'm not
can't.
religious.
No, it's a 4.
Oh.
So the spell goes into the sword, and you see the fragments tremble, and the edges light in the way they did, but they don't bond like they did. But you do feel the weight for a brief moment, and Murmur watches, and he's like,
I don't think so.
I've got another 4th level I could try.
Do it.
Yeah, sure.
It is
try another
not-
4th level.
I don't think so.
Why don't you think so?
Because if it was a shiver, I would be able to communicate with it.
Even if it was a broken shiver? Like if it was real broken?
Chrysophene's was broken.
Was Chrysophanes one of those?
No, it was the shiver of the Titresium vein.
Oh, and that's how the swords The Titresium vein, that's something is that to do with either the storms or the swords in the Opari?
Yes,
Which one?
both.
Oh, fuck. Of course.
Second time around was a 15.
oh, you casted it again?
Yeah, I put another 4th level in.
Okay. Yeah, this time it begins to bond, and you see that kind of gold fusion between the fragments, and it was very heavy, and it trembles, and after a few moments it breaks apart, and he looks at it.
No. but it is impressive.
Great.
I relay that to you. Okay. Cool.
Okay. And he begins breaking apart
See you tomorrow, buddy.
and flitters off into nothing. Okay. Moxie.
Well, I think he's lying person.
A lying bitch.
My sword's cool.
Okay, Moxie, what are you saying? What are you
Okay.
saying to Meredith?
I hear you wish to speak to us. Is it safe to contact you like this?
What do you think is safe? Drop your sanctuary spell and find out.
She was
It's
the one
fine.
fine.
Spying on us.
Intriguing.
I mean, she could just teleport onto the front of the boat. And
Yeah, she could.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a good chance she might miss though.
Okay, so research crew. Onru was first. Sentinel. If you roll an investigation check, this is not a well-stocked library, so no advantage.
Unless I ask my small boy.
Yeah, he can give you advantage, but the check, and I will double check this, it's basically harder than it was when you were in the library, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, 1 day's research. So, roll your investigation check, please. What do you get?
20.
Nice, very nice. You, during your research, you find kind of, obviously it's not, there are no big books in here of Onru, but through your kind of sifting through his notes, his papers, maps, and then remembering he has this, you have a prayer book or some kind of little book of his, and you open that, and within the prayer book you find it's a prayer book. Within the book are a number of prayers. Some of them are short, some of them are long, like chants. It's in Abyssal, but you know, you would have been able to have read that using your ritual spell. They speak of the labyrinthine. In some of them, they call them the Great Pilgrim. Others refer to it as being a parasite. The burrowing arthropod that crawls between worlds, covets souls. Some of the prayers, many of them in his book, are scratched through. The few remaining ones talk about being lost, homeless, ejected from the court below, and also about the glass tower. And that was what you find in that little book. So that kind of guides your research a bit. And you begin...
Can I ask a very quick question before we get onto that?
Yes.
Is it kind of, could I infer that all of the other ones that are crossed out don't refer to him being lost and refer to him in another way?
Yeah.
It's almost like he's chosen the view that he wants to have of Onru, and that is of a little
Yes.
lost soul. Okay.
That would seem smart. And then that guides you to some papers that talk about the history of Onru, and these are some things that you've touched on in some of your older research as a group. I think it might have been Moxie found some of this information, but you find the name Veric Morgvith as the Throne of Ash.
Can you spell that for me?
Yeah, Verric.
Yeah.
And then the new word Morgvith.
Yeah.
And it refers to it as the crest coil of the Court of Desolence, the one that both created Onru and ejected it from the Court of Desolence, and that happened during or just after the Great Unbinding, when the crest coil Morgvith had to change herself to live in the moment of duration. Nice. Ugh. And Aura, let's do yours.
I'll make this a 1 so it's quick, yeah.
No, don't say it.
It's not a 1. 15.
Good.
Okay, so you're looking for burrowings.
Yeah, and just like if he'd heard other rumours of other places potentially that he thought about investigating, and just like if it picks up on any other places, there might be some that we might need to go and get involved in.
Okay, So 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you struggle to find information about borrowings. You come across a lot of information that ties back to the Seal Sanctum, and it seems like for many years this has been his core focus: the Seal Sanctum, finding the Seal Sanctum.
Yeah.
But what you do find is in some of his notes, he talks about Dustmere, with the question mark of Hanakesh, and he also talks about a place called Gale Reach.
Have we heard about Gale Reach?
Yeah, give me a minute.
And that is what you get with a 15. And I think that, unless anyone has anything urgent that I've forgotten, well, that is all in today's session. Thanks for joining us. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram and listen to us wherever you get your podcasts.